Let us try to understand the given set which appeared in CAT 2023 slot 1. This particular set is giving the diagram about these houses organized in a location, and it has said that the houses are in two block XX and YY, and the columns are given as the way it has been two houses. It has been placed in each of the column. Again, there are two roads. One road is in the front side of second row, and another is in between column C and column D. Two roads it has been placed. This is the entire informations given here in the first set. These are the road informations. Next, it has said that some of the houses are occupied and some of the houses are occupied and remaining ones are vacant, and from the vacant only they are available for sale. There are two types of thing. One is road adjacency. This value is how many roads are adjacent to your house. Like for C, two roads are adjacent, so road adjacency of C2 will be 2. But if it is for E2, it would be 1. Similarly, for B1 or E1 or F1, road adjacency will be 0. This is the information mentioned here. Next, other neighbor count. This neighbor count is how many neighbors. The neighbor count of a house is the number of sides of that house adjacent to occupied houses in the same block. Occupied houses, very important. Now, if example E1 and C1 can have the maximum possible neighbor counts of 3 and 2. Like E1, I can see maximum will be these D1, E2 and F1. These all are, that means sidewise, these are the neighbors which are occupied, maximum possible. It can be 0, it can be 1, it can be 3. Similarly, it has given the another example for C1. For C1, maximum it would be 2 if they are occupied. So it depends on how many houses are occupied adjacent to it. So these are the two counts. It is important for the price. What is that particular information about this price? The price is base price information of a vacant house is rupees 10 lakh if the house does not have a parking space. Otherwise, it would be 12 lakh. These are the two information. And quoted price, the quoted price in lakhs of a vacant house is calculated as, what is the relation? Base price, that is 10, plus 5 into road adjacency value, 3 into neighbor count. This neighborhood count and road adjacency value, these two are added with 10, as well as if it is parking, 2 will be added. These are the informations. With that informations, we need to find out the possible values of it. There are some more informations. We are just taking the informations already considered. Now, for the availability of the space, I have removed these informations which has already shared with you. I am just going with these information now, added informations. Look here, it has mentioned the added part. First of all, price we can calculate as per these given informations. Now the added part. The maximum quoted price of a house in block XX is 24 lakhs. The minimum quoted price of a house in block YY is 15 lakhs. Now, I will try to find it out these different possible values. Like A1. Try to calculate this A1. A1, 10. Without parking, I am first counting. 10 plus neighbor count if it is 0. So it should remain 10. So 10 is the bare minimum information, bare minimum price. Next price, if one of these neighbor, then two neighbor, one neighbor, so 3 added, so 13, two neighbors, so it should be 16. 10, 13, 16, as well as, that next slot will be 12, 15, and 12, 15, and 18. This is a possibility as per the neighbor added. This is 3 into neighbor. No road is there. Same thing if I do for B1, I will get the prices, which would be nothing but 10. This is no also road. So there will be 4 value, 10, 13, 16, and 19. And 2 addition is possible. For that, there would be every values added with 5. So 10 plus 5, 15, basic value, 15, then 18, 15, 18, either one neighbor or two neighbor. These are the two values. So 15, 18, and 21. These are the value possible. Here for A2, it would be one road is there. So 15 is the first value possible. 15, then 18, and 21. Now these all values I have written without the parking. If it is parking, so another 2 can be added. Here it would be 15, 18, 21, and 24. These would be 2 number of roads. So already 10 plus 10, 2 into 5, that means 20. 20 is the basic. 20, 23, and 26. This, whatever I have drawn, just mirror image will be in this case. Now we need to take up the informations for further proceed in these given. Point number 1, the maximum quoted price of a house in block XX is 24. What is the possibility? 24. For A1, it would definitely not. For A2, it would not be. B1, maximum is 19 plus 2, also not possible. Here, 24 is possible if it is, we are taking that 24 itself without parking. Acha, is there any other else it is possible? 24, no, nowhere. So 24 will be in this case. So maximum, these would be the maximum possible value. Maximum 24. Minimum quoted price of a house in block YY is 15 lakhs. Now, as it is reflection, so 15, what is possible? I can see here is one 15 present, that would be 13, 13 plus 2, 15. So either this or this, anywhere it would be. If it is here, so it should be without parking. If it is here, with parking. These are the 2 possibilities I can find to get this 15. It is our point number 1. Point number 2, row 1 has 2 occupied houses. Row 1 has 2 occupied houses, 1 in each block. So here 1 occupied house. If it is maximum 24 is here, that means occupied houses are this one, this one, this one. So this is occupied house, this is occupied house, and this is occupied house. These 3 are occupied house, so 1 occupied house is here, so it should be vacant. Vacant. These would be vacant. Okay. So it is vacant. I'm just replicating here. It is occupied. It is occupied. It is a maximum quoted price of a house, so it is vacant, and it is 24. This is vacant. This is occupied. So row 1 has two occupied houses, one in each block. First block, this which are vacant and which are occupied informations I got from here. Row 2, one occupied house. Now we can see either it can be vacant or it can be vacant also. Let's see some more informations. It has taken point number 3. Both houses in column E is vacant. So it is actually both are vacant. So so it is vacant means it is not present, vacant. Both houses in column E are vacant. Each of column D and E has at least one occupied house. One occupied house. Also 15 is the value, means that would be vacant. If it is vacant, if it is 15, then it has parking, and then vacant will be then one occupied will be there, either these occupied or these occupied, if it is the price 15, minimum price 15. So there are two cases appearing. It is our 15 and one of them is occupied. Due to that reason, it is 13 plus 2, 15. Or this one will be our 15. If it is 15, then this is vacant, this is vacant, this is vacant. But if it is 15, so these two, these are vacant. One of them will be occupied. So either these occupied or both will be occupied from our next point, because each of column D and column F has at least one occupied house. So definitely E2 is not that 15. Our 15 will be this one price, and one of it will be occupied, because I have taken that value, 13 value I have taken, 13 plus 2. So it should be 15 here. That means one of them will be occupied. Either it is occupied, or it is occupied. So there are two cases, occupied, and another case will be not occupied. So similarly here, one case will be occupied, another will be not occupied. That would be scenario to achieve that 13 value. This is already mentioned as not occupied, and one for column D and column MF has at least one occupied house. If it is occupied, so it should be not. If it is not occupied, so it should be occupied. These are the cases. So there are two cases appeared. So I have drawn blue and green. These are the two cases as per that it is occupied or not information of the block. So basically I have tried to draw, this is one block and this is the other block. My informations would be like that. Okay. Any other information? There is only one house with parking space in block YY. One house in parking space. So basically this is parking space. So this is our information. So I can find it out that block XX fully known, block YY, two cases it has been generated. And on the basis, we need to go for answering our questions. So let's see our questions now. Now let us go for this question 1. where it has said that how many houses are vacant in block XX, which is already clear. Vacant, this. So 3. Answer will be 3. Which of the following houses is definitely occupied? A1, not occupied. D2, D2. Definitely I can't say because I can see there are 2 cases possible. F2, which is also 2 cases possible, not definite. B1, B1 is definitely occupied. So answer will be option 4. Now you will get our question 3. Which of the following options best describes the number of vacant houses in row 2? Number of vacant houses in row 2. So here for the first block, it is 1 vacant. And in the second block, whatever options, it will be 2 vacant. Yes, 2 vacant. There are 2 options, but 2 vacant. 2 plus 1, 3 vacant. So exactly 3 will be the answer for this question. Question 4. What is the maximum possible quoted price in lakhs for a vacant house in column E? This is our column E. And maximum possible, this way, I can see it is 15 taken. So the other one, maximum possible, it can be how many neighborhood occupied? 1, either here or here. It is not occupied. So basically 1, it can be 15 plus 3, 18, but it cannot be parking. So definitely 18. So maximum possible value of these will be 18. Question number 5. Which house in block YY has parking space? That's already we got it. This is the house, which is nothing but E1. So E1 option 4, which is E1 parking space.